a recovery mentor because, in the beginning I was really trying to find a way to bring meaning, like, not only to my life, but hopefully to, like, other people's.
My past was that I always wished that I had somebody I could talk to. And so feeling like, possibly I can do that for somebody else, even if it's not just, like maybe they are struggling with addiction, maybe they're not, maybe they have family members who are, anything like that, but just being available for people.
They not only can walk the walk, they can talk the talk and relate on a whole separate level from counselors that may or may not have lived experience.
Maybe we can start with like some triggers. Like what are your, like in your relapse prevention plan, what are 3 of your triggers?
3 of my triggers would be Eugene, seeing drugs, and my ex-boyfriend.
CRM stands for Certified Recovery Mentor, and it is a traditional health worker in the state of Oregon, and it's also what's known as a peer support specialist. So they are people defined by Oregon as someone that has lived experience in certain fields, and for a certified recovery mentor, that means they have experience with drug use and addiction. And the idea is they can pass along their knowledge, experience of getting clean, getting sober, as well as struggling with addiction to help other people.
The majority of our youth that come through here struggle with addiction one way or another. I would estimate that 90% of our youth are substance users. Probably 70% of our youth have at least a mild substance use disorder, and there's a significant portion of our youth that have been diagnosed with a severe substance use disorder.
When I was 13, I was very defiant. I was very cocky in who I was and just didn't care what the staff and the facility people here had to say. I cared more about making friends and making connections for when I get out and just not caring about my future at all. Now being 17, almost 18, I definitely care about my future. I'm trying to look for a job. I'm just really trying to get my life in order and sort out and do as much services here as they provide before I get out.
I think a lot of the youth at this facility would prefer checking in with recovery mentors and just youth who live here too. I think it's a lot more comfortable, and I would say they usually open up quite a bit. Even though, we are mandatory reporters, we do still have obligations as far as things like that go, but when things are happening on unit, they can talk to us a little bit more about that without the fear of getting in trouble.
And if the mentors bring something to the staff's attention, we better pay attention to it because they have their ears to the ground. They're gonna know what's working and what's not. So from day one, I wanted them integrated with the staff. So certified recovery mentors, leading groups with staff, attending meetings with staff, attending trainings with staff, which was a big deal. A lot of people were really uncomfortable with it. And thankfully, a lot of good, hardworking people have helped move us past that to this point when we have a substance use treatment training, it's always CRMs and staff.
I've been to 10 facilities, and out of all of the facilities I've been to, Oak Creek definitely has the best treatment because they really care and they make sure it's really personalized, and they put a lot of effort into you specifically and each kid,
Oak Creek was the place where we had our first young people who became certified as certified recovery mentors. I think the idea about doing that even came from this campus. Though there are a lot fewer young women that come to us, on the whole, they've been dealt a much tougher hand in life than the young men.
I was deep. I was like the bum on the corner, I was spanging at the market. I was stealing from stores. I was straight crazy out of my mind, screaming at people on the corner. And now I've got my GED. I'm in college. I'm getting a job. I'm getting out, and I really put my life together. So it's possible to do it. I've learned a lot of just important life skills. I've learned how to be an adult, and be a kid at the same time.
Either way, if I wasn't to pursue a career necessarily in the drug and alcohol realm, I can still see myself using the same skills that I've kind of picked up along the way throughout trainings, through groups, individual check-ins, everything like that. I think really is gonna, help me out really in any career. I
would like to continue my education and go to school so that I could set myself up to be like a program director for hopefully like a substance abuse or mental health program, and possibly having a section for at-risk youth as well, because I think that's definitely a need, especially like being a youth in the system and not really getting like all the like the help that I felt like I needed when I was younger. I think definitely that would be my way of contributing and giving back to my community.